Following the launch of the largest attack by the Palestinian militant group Hamas in recent years, at least 100 people have lost their lives in Israel. Under heavy rocket fire, militants crossed from Gaza into Israel and have since taken dozens of Israelis captive, including both soldiers and civilians. Some hostages, both military and civilian, have been taken back to Gaza. Palestinian officials stated that Israel responded with airstrikes on targets in Gaza, resulting in the deaths of 198 people. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu declared that Israel is at war, and promised that the militant group Hamas, which governs Gaza, would pay an unforeseen price. This morning, Hamas initiated a bloody and surprising attack against the State of Israel and its citizens, he said. The rocket attacks from Gaza, the largest in years against Israel, began on Saturday, immediately after dawn on the Jewish Sabbath and Simchat Torah festival. Sirens wailed across Israel as the Israel Defense Forces, IDF, announced that terrorists had infiltrated Israel from multiple different locations. People living in towns near Gaza reported being trapped in their homes due to militants entering their communities, prompting them to call Israeli news stations for help. In the town of Sderot, just 1.6 kilometers, 1 mile, from Gaza, videos posted online show a group of heavily armed Palestinian militants traveling in a van and exchanging gunfire with Israeli forces, an unprecedented development. It is known that Hamas has taken dozens of military and civilian hostages. The Israeli Ministry of Health confirmed that 100 people have died in Israel, with nearly 1,000 others injured. Rocket bombardments continued throughout Saturday morning, with thousands of rockets fired towards Israel. Residents of the region say they haven't seen streets empty and locked down like this in a long time, particularly in Tel Aviv. There is a heavy sense of shock and fear due to what was expected. When the first rockets fell, I was still running in the park. The noise was terrifying. In a conflict with militants, Ophir Liebstein, the leader of a regional council in southern Israel, was killed in clashes when he went to defend his community. Prime Minister Netanyahu, in his statement, said Israeli citizens, "We are at war, not an operation, not an escalation, but a war." He gathered the heads of the security agencies and issued orders to clean the communities infiltrated by terrorists, which is currently being carried out. He also ordered the comprehensive mobilization of reserves and directed to respond with a magnitude the enemy has never known. Hamas's top military commander, Mohammed Deif, announced the attack to Hamas media. "Today is the day of the greatest struggle to end the last occupation in the world," he said, calling on Palestinians everywhere to fight.